Tuesday morning. How everybody doing? Good morning, everybody. Uh, if you live in Las Vegas, be careful with these winds. Crazy winds today. 24 miles per hour winds. Yeah, it's gonna be a windy day, but let's go ahead and Speaking of crazy winds, we got a lot going on right now with the NFL free agency. We finally get to some NFL. You know, basketball basically took over this podcast for the past week. It feels good to talk about another sport for a little bit. Right now, NBA is going to the All-Star break. We got some NBA news, but we're gonna start with some football. Cause right now we're talking franchise tag, which is why I say, and speaking of being windy, because no, that's very uncomfortable. If I was an NFL player and I'm being franchise tag, I'm gonna feel so uncomfortable. I might even feel vengeful. I might even feel that way. You know what I mean? Like, okay, I'm playing my contract. I'm gonna do great and everything. But once I'm able to go, I'm out. Because if you really believe in me, you really got faith in me, and if I'm really the franchise player, it should be no problem giving me a 4-time contract. It should be no problem at all. Lamar Jackson should have got his his 4-time contract years ago. I don't hear nothing about he's not playing like that many games and stuff like that, man. Let me tell you something about Lamar Jackson, man. Every season Lamar Jackson is hurt. Every season. I don't know if it's because his style of play. I don't know if it's because maybe he just need to hit the weight room a little bit more. I have no idea. What I know is when the Baltimore Ravens, was putting the offense around Lamar Jackson, he was getting hurt. Once it was time to pay his money, now it's said, well, you tend to get hurt a lot. You put an offense around me. That was not your concern before. That was not your concern when I was year number 3 in my rookie contract. Now my rookie contract is up, and now it's time to pay me. And now all of a sudden you're trying to find flaws. Well, I mean, you already see how your team look with that offense without him. Now, if you willing to rebuild your whole team all over again, that's your prerogative. But as of right now, from the players that you have, from the coaching staff that you have, your best bet is go ahead, get this man his contract, take whatever money you got left from your cap, and go put some wide receiver pieces around him, because he needs some wide receiver pieces. He needs somebody to throw the ball to. Anybody. Tyreek Hill was available a season ago. You should have made a move. You know what I'm saying? I was seeing wide receivers going a year ago, moving all over the place. And I'm looking at the Packers like, yeah, why the Packers not making a move? Why the Packers not trying to get a receiver for Aaron Rodgers? I should be looking at Baltimore. Like, yo, Baltimore, like, these people are available, right? This is what your quarterback needs, right? You concentrate so hard of finding ways not to pay him. So, the franchise tag deadline is March 7th. And it looks like he's gonna get franchise tag. Looks like he's gonna get franchise tag. Same with my New York Giant quarterback, you know, Daniel Jones, another quarterback who earned his money. He earned his contract. I don't care. He had one good year. That was a damn good year. He got a playoff win against a 14-3 team. Paid this man's money. But I don't know. The Giants look like they want to franchise tag him too. So I was doing some research. I want to find out more about the franchise tag. And so I found some information. One thing I found out was teams are limited to using the franchise tag 3 times on a player. So that's why I said once it's time, once I'm able to go, you franchise me 3 times, man. There's no way in hell I'm signing a long term contract with you because you played me. You played with my money. You played me. You you try to find loopholes to pay me less than what I'm worth because you still want me as a player because of my skill level, but you don't want to give me the money for it. So it's okay. We're gonna franchise him 3 times. One time, all right, whatever, man. I'm upset, but understandable. Maybe something going on. Um, maybe it's something going on. Maybe I was hurt or whatever the case is. You want to make sure you doing the right thing by getting a long term contract. All right, fine. 3 times? Nah, man, I'm out. I'm out. I'm gonna Le'Veon Bell you. I'm gonna Le'Veon Bell you, man. In case you're not familiar of Le'Veon Bell, back in 2008, he actually refused a franchise tag. I wasn't aware you could refuse a franchise tag. I thought a player had to accept the tag, like it was part of the contract or something. Until Le'Veon Bell 5 years ago, he refused a franchise tag. But he just didn't get his checks. You know what I mean? He just didn't get his checks. And if you making $1 million every 2 weeks or whatever the NFL game checks are, that's a big sacrifice right there. Talk about taking a bet on yourself. Imagine if I'm making like $2 million every 2 weeks or something. I don't know, $1 million a week, and I say, nah, I'm not being franchise tag. I'm just gonna sit the season out until another team picks me up. That's a big chunk of money. So I don't think Lamar Jackson or Daniel Jones is going to miss checks. I just don't think that. I don't think they're going to do that. I don't think they're going to, especially quarterbacks, because he's a running back, missing game checks. Quarterbacks, man, that could be like $3-4 million a week or every 2 weeks. You know what I mean? That could be like $4 million every 2 weeks. Playing around with quarterback money. The market for franchise tag as of right now for quarterbacks is 33 mil. You know, the tag could go up as high as like 38 mil. I know you're upset about being tagged, but hey, Daniel Jones, man, if the Giants is tagging you, but they're about to give you like 35, 36 mil, yeah, I'll see you next season. Um, Other rules was that I found out that there's actually 2 different types of franchise tags. So you got the exclusive franchise tag, where the player cannot negotiate with another team. And then you got the non-exclusive franchise tag. That's the one that's worth around 33 mil if you're a quarterback. The player could negotiate with another team. If another team wants to pick up that player, the team that the player played for originally, they can either match the offer, kind of like a restricted free agency in the NBA. They can match the offer, or they can go ahead and get 2 first-round picks for that player. That sounds good and dandy until you think about, well, who's the team? What first-round picks are we talking? I seen in the NBA, I seen, who was it? Was it Dallas who did something similar to this, or was it? I think it was Dallas. I want to say. Oh, no, 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 no! It was Brooklyn. It was Jay Crowder. The Nets, the Brooklyn Nets, they traded Jay Crowder to the Bucks for a couple of second round picks. And my first reaction to that was, who are you getting? And the second round pick of the Milwaukee Bucks, the team is probably going to the NBA championship. Who are you getting? We're not even talking about pick number 28 or pick number 29 or something. We're talking about pick number like 59, 58, could be even 60. You know what I mean? Like that's not. I guess. I mean, that's cool for Brooklyn because they're probably trying to clear up space, cap space, and everything. All right, let's go ahead and get Jay Crowder out of here and clear some space, whatever, right? But we're not talking NBA. We're talking NFL, and I gotta find out what first round picks I'm going to get by giving up somebody like Lamar Jackson or even Daniel Jones. Let's talk about Lamar Jackson. Right now, I'm the Ravens. I go ahead and we do the non-exclusive tag. I don't want to match this other team's contract. Okay, cool. I'll just take your picks. Now, who we talking? Are we talking like Atlanta? Are we talking the Saints? Are we talking the Jets? Because none of those teams are like top 5 first round picks. You know what I mean? All those teams are like basically number from 6 to 10. You know what I mean? Around that range of picks. And that's not worth giving a Lamar Jackson. That's just not worth. That's just not that's just not worth for me. So I'm gonna go ahead and look up the draft order so I can see what team is what. All right. So I just looked up the draft order for the NFL. By the way, the draft is in April. Just to give a little heads up when the draft is going to be. So right now we're looking at Atlanta. Atlanta is number 8 in the draft order. An 8th round pick for Lamar Jackson. I think we could do better than that. The Jets all the way in 13. Hell no. The Saints is 10. Yeah, like I said, we could do better. We could do better than that. So who needs a quarterback? We got the Rams. They got Stanford. We got Denver. They got Russell Wilson. We got Indianapolis. I'm not sure who the quarterback is as of now, but they got a new coach. The Philadelphia OC is their new head coach. So that's whatever. Arizona, they got Kylie Murray. Houston, no one's going to Houston. Chicago, they got Justin Fields. So the only person I'm looking at right now is Atlanta, unless Lamar Jackson don't mind playing Las Vegas, but they're a mess. But they do got Devontae Adams. They do got Josh Jacobs as running back. Um, the coaching staff is pretty decent. It's Las Vegas. That's not a bad idea. They need a quarterback. That's not a bad idea. So you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and throw Las Vegas in there. You got Vegas. You got at 7. You got Atlanta at 8. You got Carolina at 9, and you got New Orleans at 10. So we're giving up a 6, a 8, a 9, or a 10th round pick for Lamar Jackson. For Daniel Jones, sure, not for Lamar Jackson. So it's like what you gonna do? Like, what are your options? There's nothing out there. There's nothing out there for you. You might as well just go ahead and give this man a long term contract. I'm not too sure what the long term contracts look like in the NFL. In the NBA, it would be a 5-year, 200 million dollar contract with a player option on the 6th year. For the NFL, not too sure what that look like. What I know is this: Deshaun Watson got 230 guaranteed money. If you don't want to give 230, fine. But you gotta be over 200 guaranteed money. It gotta be over 200 for Lamar Jackson. Gotta be 220 or something, 215. If it can't be 230, it gotta be somewhere in that range between 210 to 225. Then, because that's what he's worth. That's the market. That's what he's worth. You put a whole office around him. It's time to pay the man. So March 7th is the deadline for the franchise tag. They still got a couple weeks to see what they're trying to do. OTAs is in 6 weeks around draft time, so they still got some time, but they better